Today we'll be talking about the difference between Josef Silny and Cgfns International. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If you've still not liked and subscribed, please do. I'm begging you. I have to do this because I've been getting a lot of questions from nurses on which one is better, which services is better, which one is faster. So we will just be exploring it now. Personally, I use Cgfns, but I have other colleagues that had to use Josef Silny. And to be honest, both of them are credentialing evaluation bodies, so they offer the same services. And so I think you just go for the one that you feel like you prefer at this point. So if you're planning to be a registered nurse in the US, I know Australia usually uses Cgfns, so I don't know if they use Josef Silny, but I'll just be focusing on nurses that are planning to write their NCLEX, relocating to the US. So if you're planning to relocate to the US, you need to evaluate your results with a credentialing body. So both of them are both credentialing bodies, and they evaluate your results to make sure that the certificate you obtained from your country is in par, is like obtainable, is the same thing with their country. So there are quite a number of requirements or things that will be needed from you. So let's talk about the similarities between the two credentialing bodies. So like I said, both of them will evaluate your results. Both of them will request for your transcript and also verify your license with your nursing body. So if you're registered with Nursing Council of Nigeria, for example, we verify that you are actually a licensed nurse in your country. Now, they also both do visa screening for nurses. So after you pass your NCLEX and you're at the point of getting some things ready for your visa interview, you need what we call visa screen. So, and also get your visa screen on Josef Silny or get it from Cgfns. So if you started with Cgfns, it's always advisable to get your visa screen on Cgfns. And if you registered with Josef Silny, it's always better to do with Josef Silny. I wasn't so sure if they offered their services before. That's for Josef Silny, but some of my colleagues have like started with Josef Silny, said it's acceptable. That's the visa screen. So I think you really don't have anything to lose registering with any of the bodies. So the differences is, obviously, if you want to get started with Cgfns, you have to go to their website and register your email, and then they will ask you a few questions. While for Josef Silny, it's also the same thing. You go to their website, and then the difference is that you have to download the form first on Josef Silny. I was told that the form is a bit bulky, and I think one major similarity between both of them too is that you have to decide the state you're going to at the beginning when you are starting. What I would say with both, you have to decide. So my colleague told me that if you're registering with Josef Silny, apart from California, Alabama, I can't remember the third one, that there is a separate form for those states. But if you are going to any other states, there's a form you have to download. So you have to decide which state in US you're going to. While for Cgfns too, you also have to decide the state you're going to, because I know that those are one of the questions they will ask you, which state you're going to. So both of them you have to decide. So for Josef Silny, you have to download the form based on, depending on the state you're going to, fill the form, and then send the form to their email address, preferably the one that has the info payment on it. And then you also have to send your card details, the front and back of your card details, and send it to that email. And then once they confirm your payment, they will send you an email with a password, which you will use it to log into your portal. But for Cgfns, from the start, once you use your email, once you want to start with them, that's www.cgfns.com. It will ask you if you are registering as an applicant or as an agency. If you are doing it on your own, you pick an applicant, and then it will ask you some security questions, ask you the states you want to go to. And then once you log in and you create an account with them, you just need to fill in all the details. All the details are going to involve your educational background, your place of employment, places where you've worked. It will ask you about your hires and all those details like that. But in Josef Silny, it's after you've like registered, fill the form, send it to them. After they've given you the login, they said they allocate a particular evaluator to you. So you have your evaluator, and there you can communicate with your evaluator, and if you need to send anything, you can send it to your evaluator's email directly. And then you will also have to download more forms on Josef Silny. They said there's a form you will send to your school where they will send all, the form has to be filled properly by your school, and if the form is filled properly, they will attach your transcript and send it directly through DHL or any courier method. Then there's also a form that you also have to fill on Josef Silny that you will send to NMCN. But now I heard that for those that are Nigerian nurses, NMCN are not doing paper stuff again, so you have to like fill your parts and just upload it on the NMCN website. Although I heard that the NMCN website for verification is not working at the moment. I hope it opens very soon. To be honest, I don't really know what's going on with that, but I hope it opens very soon. So if it opens, it's just to upload. If you don't fill it properly, they said it might delay your process. So those that are done with Josef Silny claim that it doesn't take time at all, that once your school sends your documents to them and there's no issue with it, and the nursing council also like sends your verification, that there's also another form you are going to fill to say you give Josef Silny like you give them the will to like verify your license and your transcript with your school. Once you sign that form, those are part of the forms that you're going to send to that email address with your credit card details. So they will verify. They said within a month you'll get your CES report if there is no issue. So I think the time frame for Josef Silny is dependent on how fast you do your transcript, your school response, and your nursing council response basically. So when we talk about the pricing too, I think Josef Silny is now $400 for the credential evaluation. Except you are doing any of the expedite services like if you want to fast track it. I heard before there's a 2 days rush, 5 days rush, but now they've removed all those rush because now a lot of people are registering with Josef Silny because they are faster. So now I think the limit is 10 days rush, and that's like another $100 extra if you want to fast track it. So that means you get all your stuffs within 10 days after, if your school responds on time and nursing council responds on time. Now with Cgfns too, I think it's the same thing. You have to like fill all those profile, your educational background, schools you have attended, the licenses you have, and everything. After you fill, you pay. I think for now for Cgfns is now $485, which is increasing every day compared to before. I think when I did mine it was like $375. Then after you've paid, it will generate some forms that you just need to fill. You just sign some parts, send the one that you need to send to your school, the same thing to nursing council. I think now you also upload on nursing council. Once they receive those back, to be honest, Cgfns is very unpredictable. Like mine took months before I got evaluated. But so I really cannot give a time frame that this is. Some people's own are faster, depending on how they also receive when they receive response from your school and all. So, and I think that after Josef Silny has received all your documents from your school, they will send an email to your school, and your school needs to respond to that email that transcript or those documents were from them. And after that, you just continue to monitor it on your portal after you get the password and communicate with your evaluator. Okay, so what other difference? So in terms of visa screen, so what is visa screen? So after you pass your NCLEX and all, you will also need to do what we call visa screen, where you confirm that you passed NCLEX, and then your IELTS results will be verified. So for the IELTS, you don't really need a high band score. You just need to have a band score of 7 in your speaking and at least overall of 6.5. So for Cgfns, you need to like put your TRF number and your NCLEX details on that message me. There's a part they call like a messaging where you communicate with them. You put the details there, and you also pick what you want the services you need and pay. So you pick the visa screen. So that visa screen for Cgfns now I think is $740. While for Josef Silny is $585, which is a lot of differences. And for Josef Silny too, I think the only thing that you need to do is to just send your TRF number to your evaluator, or send your TRF number to your evaluator for your IELTS just to verify. I think that was what one of my colleagues that used Josef Silny did. And then you don't need to start putting all your details from the start again. I think you just need to fill a particular form and put your bank details, your credit card details, and send it to that email where you send the first one for Josef Silny. And then once they receive it, I was told that the visa screen itself is $500, but the $5 is for Korea and all those things. While for Cgfns too, you just need to update if there's any changes in your profile, your educational background. You just need to update and resubmit. So it is just better to, if you want to do Josef Silny, just do Josef Silny for your CES evaluation and your visa screen. Then if you want to do Cgfns, just stick with Cgfns, because if you use one for your CES report and you want to use the other for your visa screen, you might have to start all over again, having to fill all your details, which can be very, very cumbersome, and you will have to verify with your nursing council and all those things. So just not to stress yourself unnecessarily, just stick with the one. I hope you find this very useful and helpful. Please like and share with anyone else that really needs this. In my next videos, I'll be sharing all that useful information regarding immigration, relocation, and job opportunities for nurses. Alright, take care of yourself till we see you again. Bye.